Gotta love it.
What's good with y'all? How y'all doing? What's up, what's up, what's up? I know people still back there eating and all this and that, so, it's all good. Ain't no problem, man. That food good, ain't it? The food was good? The food was straight? Yeah, you still eating. I know that food good. All right, cool. So, what's up with y'all, man? Introduction. My name is Nicholas Jonas. I am the CEO, owner of Stretch Life Visuals, LLC. I've been doing photography and videography. Well, videography for about 12, 13 years. Photography for about 5, 6. Maybe 4, 5, 6 around in that range. I don't really know no more because I don't be counting, but it be like that. Slides. Yeah, there we go. Now, next after that. The next one. Okay, so now a lot of people don't know this about me, but I didn't start this business with a camera and all this now. I started this business with an iPhone. My brother actually gifted me one of his cameras, which was the D7100 Nikon version, And I just started doing YouTube vlogs. That's really how I got into like a lot of the stuff that I was doing. Trying to make vlogs on YouTube, like what I do on campus at FAMU when I first got there, all this and that. I was also doing vlogs at my community college before I came to FAMU. And after that, I started doing that. People was coming up to me on campus, yo, bro, your vlogs are dope. Your vlogs are dope. Can you record this for me, record that for me? And I thought about it. I was like, okay, well, it seemed like people want what I do. So why not, try that out. Started trying that out. Found out that I could make money for it. And the rest was like that, So started doing that, as you can see in this picture right up in here, my vlogs and whatnot. And then once people started telling me that they wanted me to do what I do, or not do what I do, but do what I do on YouTube for them, that's when I started recording for them. But then I met one guy, his name's Guy X Photo. I don't have him on these slides, but if you want to look him up, his Instagram is Guy X Photo. He seen me one day, and he told me, he was like, yo, I be watching your stuff too, bro, you dope. But the camera does another thing, and he showed me about photography. And after that, it was up, because he was a sophomore at the time at FAMU, and he showed me how much he was making, man. That boy was making 6 figures as a sophomore at FAMU just doing graduation shoots. So you feel me? So I told him, I was like, yo, show me what you doing. And that's pretty much what he did. And ever since then, like I started, like you can see, I had my camera, my D7100, I had my little studio apartment, you know what I'm saying? All this and that. And I just took it from there. And literally, I took everything he told me to do. Not just him really, but he's the one that started me with it. But it was a lot of others that came into play as well in my journey. But yeah, after about a year of doing everything he told me what to do and all this and that, I got my first 6 figures, you know what I'm saying? So my business now, literally 6 figures every year, multiple 6 figures with the content creation now. But before, without all the content creation, literally just straight 6 figures, So yeah, that's that. Next slide. Go to the next one over. All right, cool. So now, a lot of people ask me a lot of questions about what you need in order to start doing stuff like photography, videography, and like content creation and whatnot. And I tell people all the time, you don't need a lot of money, man, because you don't want to make this your full-time job off rip. You want to take the job that you're doing right now, make the money that you got from that job in order to buy this stuff right here. Because literally, I'm telling y'all right now, if you don't already do stuff like this, you're not going to be making anything in the beginning. I'm telling you that right now. And if you do, you lucky. You feel me? So it is what it is and ain't what it ain't. But I got little beginner setup stuff here and there for people if they want to ask me after this to send them this PDF or screenshot this or all this and that, But yeah, it's basically what I'm trying to say is that there's a budget for everything, And if you got an iPhone, you can literally just start on that. Because like I said, that's how I started on a lot of my stuff. So next slide. That's the beginner. This is the intermediate. Now, this right here, I started with the D7100. That was like a $300 camera, nothing crazy. But I upgraded to the Sony A7 II. Now, I did upgrade kind of unconventional because a lot of people like your mama and daddies and all this and that, they'll tell y'all, don't play with credit, don't this, that, and the third with credit. But me, nah, man, I seen the potential. My boy showed me 6 figures sophomore, so I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to just go all in. Got a Best Buy credit card, maxed it out, and I bought that camera right there, and I bought a laptop and all this and that. And literally that first semester, I think I did like 13, 14, 15,000 that first semester that I did my grad shoot. So I took that little, $3,000 maxed out Best Buy card and, tripled it? So, yeah, it was smooth, nothing crazy. And this is literally all the equipment I use. I use a Sony A7 II, a regular S bracket, my AD200, and a C-stand and a strobe, and that was it. And I just took it from there. So next slide. Boom. That's why I'm telling y'all right now too, equipment does not matter. So like how I got the beginner, intermediate setups, this and the third, it doesn't matter what you shoot on for real. In a certain sense it doesn't, but it does at the end of the day sometimes, because like you're not gonna shoot corporate, you know what I'm saying, this and the third with an iPhone unless they tell you to do it, you feel me? But at the end of the day, it is what it is and ain't what it ain't. What really matters is your personal connection, your unique experiences, your creative vision, your professionalism, and also the pre/post shoot abilities. Now, what I mean by pre/post shoot abilities, like the stuff that you do before the shoot and the stuff that you do after the shoot. Because the things that we do is literally all just people. You know, you need to learn how to talk to people. You need to learn how to interact with people. You need to learn how to do everything people-wise, because that's what's gonna matter for your business the most. And photography, videography, it don't matter. If you're gonna run a business, it's all about people. So if you don't care about people, you shouldn't go into business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, next slide. So techniques and strategies. All right, go ahead. So now these are my lighting techniques that I like to use for my photography all the time, you know. I like to use one light. Well, how I started was, of course, natural light. Everybody needs to start natural light if you're doing photography or anything that wise, you know, so you can actually learn how, you know, the sun works, how shadows work. And then once you buy your first strobe or something like that, you can go with your one light setup. I always like to angle it, you know, kind of sort of, I don't know the degrees. I'm not technical. I just put it there and I know it does this. I tell people that all the time. You feel me? So, yeah, literally. Have your strobe kind of like off corner, and that's what's gonna rain down over here, and that's what's gonna give you a beautiful image once you get all your settings down and whatnot. And my favorite, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, is a 2-light setup. Now, the 2-light setup is basically my bread and butter, man. That's all I've ever used in order to make my photos. And if y'all don't know what my photos look like, just go to stretchlifevisuals@gmail.com, and then, you know, be wild. You feel me? So that's all literally 2-light setups. Now I'm motion more into like the 3-light setups. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because I don't know. I just kind of wanted to up the game, because I put a lot of people on 2-light setups on social media and whatnot, and I just feel like, you know, you got to go a little bit above and beyond, because if I'm gonna be giving out all this free game to everybody, you know, I got to kind of step up what I'm doing too, because I'm gonna have too many people doing the same thing as me. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing 3-light setups, and I really, really love it. Yeah. So next slide. And this is something else as well for like lighting techniques and whatnot. Whenever you're doing your lighting, it's more flattering to have your lighting raining down at the subject rather than like straight on them, depending on the look that you're going for. But in my opinion, you know, I love the rain down look. It works the same for video as well. So like, I'm gonna be talking about content and all this now really, really soon, but pretty much that's what the rule you kind of want to follow depending on what you're doing when it comes to anything photography, videography wise. You always wanted to rain down on the subject. You never wanted to hit straight on depending on what you're doing. Nowadays, when I use my 3-light setups, I have a light raining down, I have a light facing forward, and also have a light in the back. And that's literally my bread and butter. The light facing forward is literally just to fill in the shadows that the light raining down is doing. So it's never gonna be like the same power as the light raining down. So if that makes sense, you know, it makes sense. It's kind of photography stuff, but I know some of y'all in here ain't photographers and all this, and that's so y'all really don't know. But people that get it, the people that get it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So next, go ahead. Next slide. Oh, there we go. So the business models that I like to follow when it comes to what I do, you know, now it was a lot of trial and error when I first started doing what I was doing. I didn't know too much, but thank God I had that boy Guy in my pocket, man, because he told me everything I needed. It's so valuable to have somebody to mentor you and all this now when it comes to anything, you feel me? And he cut down the time it took for me to do anything by like 70%. So the target market. Everybody needs a target market when it comes to your business. Everybody. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you do content creation, this, that, and the third, you know, all that stuff. Y'all get what I'm saying. You need a target audience. You need the people that's actually gonna come to you, the people that's actually gonna buy from you, the people that's actually gonna reside with you, you know? And me personally, like I said, I did a lot of trial and error. I was doing events, I was doing baby pictures, I was doing, what's it called, real estate photos, I was doing all that. But graduation and studio, those are my top two that was really picking me up a lot. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go full force at this. That's what I did. Boom, started going crazy. Now, the stuff that you offer within your target audience, that's what matters as well. If you go to my website, you'll see like I have a bunch of packages and all this and that. That's the stuff that I offer. It gives people, you know, different forms. Basically, I have a package for everybody. And I'm not saying you have to do that, but at the end of the day, it works a lot and it helps. So once you figure that out, you know, now you just got to get down to your client engagement. Like I said before, the pre/post abilities, that's that right there. The stuff that you do before the shoot, the stuff that you do after the shoot, it really, really matters. So like, I like to use ChatGPT for almost everything. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. ChatGPT runs 70% of my business. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got everything almost automated. Someone send me an email straight through ChatGPT. Oh, that's beautiful. Because what you can do with ChatGPT, you can create your own GPTs, right? So I have probably like 9 GPTs. I have an email builder GPT, an email responder GPT. I have a transcript decoder GPT, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later for content and all this and that too. But I have literally all of that made in ChatGPT for me. So literally, I copy and paste whatever I see, put it in ChatGPT, and it does all that nice little engagement, all this nice professional stuff, all this and that for me. But it's not gonna beat you actually getting out there and talking to the people itself. So don't try to rely on ChatGPT like how I'm telling y'all it's so amazing, because you still have to have people skills too. You can't let it do everything. Shoot experience. I try to create a nice vibe, whether it be like bringing a speaker out, all this and that. You know, I always have my big JBL with me if you see my content and all this stuff I do on YouTube, you know. And my marketing strategy. So a lot of people think marketing is very, very tough, and I'm telling y'all it's not, man. Like, the only thing that I would say is tough about marketing is if you're somebody that doesn't like talking to people, you feel me? Because that part of marketing is very crucial when you're first starting out. You have to get the word out, you have to have business cards, you have to, you know what I'm saying, put your name out there, and that's pretty much the hardest thing about marketing. After you do all that, after you start gaining a little buzz, that's when you get into social media marketing. Now, you can do social media marketing first and not talk to anybody, but at the end of the day, it's nothing like building your name in your city through actually putting your face out there and being out there, especially when you do like camera work, videography work, this and the third, because as you can see, I have my camera with me right now. Like, I take this thing everywhere. This is my baby. I've been doing this ever since I was at FAMU, like 2020, 2019, 2020, I've been carrying this camera every day. Well, not this one, but all my cameras, literally. So people always refer to me as, oh, that's a cameraman. Oh, he got a camera. He must take pictures. Oh, he must do video. Oh, talk to him real quick. Get my org, you know, stuff like that. That's a piece of marketing right there. So, I mean, I use social media to showcase everything I do now, really. I don't really do much marketing anymore because my name really rings now, not to try to like toot my own horn or anything like that, but a lot of people already know me here in Tallahassee. So it's almost as if I don't have to really do much, but just post probably like, what, two, three times a week or something like that on my visuals page, and the bookings come in. Like just yesterday, I made a new post letting everybody know on my story that bookings are still open for summer. Literally right after that post, within 5 hours, I got like 8 bookings. So I was like, yeah, it's crazy. But I built up to that. It wasn't like that in the beginning, and yeah, that's just how it is. But, you know, you'll see some more marketing strategies on these next slides, I think. So go ahead, slide over. Networking. Yeah, that's a good one right there. I ain't gonna lie, networking. Yeah. Networking is amazing, man. I mean, pretty much what we're all doing here today. We're networking, we're talking to people, we're seeing what everybody does, you know. That matters the most with everybody, because at the end of the day, your network is your net worth. I don't know if y'all heard that. I'm gonna say it again. Your network is your net worth. You feel me? So y'all gotta think about that, man, when it comes to it. You want to treat your clients like human beings as well. So any business, this, that, and the third, that's also your net worth as well, or your network as well, you feel me? So people might think, oh, wait, you're talking about if you know this top photographer over here or this guy that's doing this over here. No, your clients can be your network as well, because you don't know what your client does for real. There's so many grads right now that are doing some crazy things, and you know what they're doing for me? They're putting my name in the room too. I just flew to New York, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago to do a company shoot in New York and Geneva. There was just some headshots. I'll tell y'all the number, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I'm being recorded. But yeah, they flew me out there to do some company headshots, and it all came from a grad that I shot like last year. You know, she brought me out to her company, and now they're bringing me back every year because I did such a great job. It's crazy, and the number gonna keep going up every year too. So yeah. So it's like that, man. Don't be afraid to talk to your clients and all this and that too when you're doing your business stuff and your content stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it matters a lot, man. They're part of your network as well. Make sure you're providing value. Don't just talk to people and not provide value. So say, for instance, let's say, okay, boom, me, V's, you know, back there, the DJ. Y'all, I could talk to him, boom. Okay, bro, listen, I need some cool audio stuff here and there, bro, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool, well, what can you do for me? Oh, I can make you a dope, like, you know, inspiration video, nice little reel to post and all this now. You know, we're trading stuff, you know what I'm saying? So don't just try to go up to somebody and not give them value as well if you actually want to, you know what I'm saying, do something with them. Because that matters a lot. So even if you wanted to come up to me, you feel me? Oh, Nick, I want to learn how to do photography. I want to learn how to do videography. Okay, cool. What you can do for me? I can't give you money. Oh, okay, cool. You can help me out in my studio. You can clean up my studio sometimes. Oh, yeah, I can do that. All right, cool. Now I'm going to teach you what I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Just make sure you're providing value if you really want to, like, network with people that are already doing things, you know? So go ahead, switch to the next one. And boom, marketing techniques. Now, the biggest thing that really got my name out into the world for real, that had like people all over, cause I don't know, well, I didn't tell y'all, but I don't even know how many places I've been. I've been a lot of places out the country. I've been to Dubai. I've been to Dubai, Tahiti, Cancun. I've been to Malaysia, all them places like that, man. I done been everywhere. And the reason why I was over there was because of the reels, you know what I'm saying? People was hitting me up. They was trying to get me out there. They was trying to, you know what I'm saying, have me take the pictures for their trips, all this and that. And it worked out so great. And the thing about my reels, right, I do informative reels. I teach in my reels, and that's one of the easiest things to really get you popping for real, is teaching in your reels. Because like I said before, value. You want to make sure people are getting value. If nobody's getting value, you're not going to get anything from the situation. Yes, somebody will look at your stuff, oh, that's cool, but they're not really going to reside with it, and they're not going to care to really look at your stuff no more. So what I did, I took my grad shoots, and I started teaching on how I do my grad shoots and what I do with them and this, that, and the third, while also still being myself, you know, and that's the biggest thing about it. Don't just teach and act like, you know what I'm saying, you something, this, that, and the third. Be yourself. Y'all see, I'm up here talking like to y'all like I know y'all, you feel me? I don't know none of y'all for real. But but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you gotta be yourself. And that's what matters when it comes to content creation. Even like, I just seen a dentist office. They just did some reels themselves. They had millions of views on that reel. And all it was literally I think it was the dentist. He was just being himself, just, you know, joking with his clients and all this now while he's doing the drilling and all that in the mouth and junk. It was crazy, but I was like, man, it worked. So yeah, there's that. You could also do Instagram ads. Now, if you're just starting out, depending on the business that you're doing, if you're doing like a real CEO corporate company, this, that, and the third, go ahead and throw ads on your stuff. Why not? But if you're someone like me that's just doing it by themselves, this, that, and the you don't have to put out ads. Now, if I'm doing like a flyer or something like that for grad season, I'm definitely gonna throw ads in there. Like I got to. That's a staple if you're doing something like that. But if you're making like funny reels and all this and that, you ain't gotta do no paid ads, man. The algorithm gonna do it for you if it's really good. So there's that, and then client testimonials. Now, that's a big one too. I try to tell people all the time, after you do a shoot, any shoot you do, just ask them, hey, can I get a quick little video, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, you just telling you how it was. I just did that last night for a shoot I did last night. I probably got like 80 of them. And what I'm doing, I'm gonna give y'all a little game right here, right? And some quick stuff, you know. Y'all gonna see this soon if y'all actually follow me. But what I'm doing with all of those client testimonials, I make sure everybody says one thing at the end of their client testimonial. Book with stretch. You feel me? And what I'm gonna do with that for content, I'm gonna make a compilation. Book with stretch, book with stretch, book with stretch, book with stretch. And then I got a couple clips of clients like yelling when they look at their pictures, oh my God, oh my God. You know, it's gonna be great. And I'm telling y'all, I already know that's gonna go viral. They're gonna be like, wow, this brother know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. Just think about that right there, man. Client testimonials, they're very, very important when it comes to your marketing and all this and that too. So all right, so the next one. And of course, this is portfolio stuff. This GaiaX photo right here, 29 productions, more people that was from Tallahassee that did what they do. Here's my page, well, my old page, well, not old page, but this is an old screenshot of my page and all this and that. And my portfolio looks great. So I have two pages. I have my stretch.life page. That's pretty much my main page where I post my reels and all my daily stuff here and there. And then my Stretch Life Visuals page is my portfolio page. Now, the portfolio page is what I bring people to when they want to see my work. So I do have a website, yes, but at the end of the day, not everybody's going to the website. So a lot of people want to see my work, and I just literally pop up Instagram. Oh, yeah, what's your Instagram? Let me show you my Instagram real quick. Boom, I got a separate page for it. You never want to mix your personal with your business. It makes no sense. Don't ever do that. It's just not a good idea. Because your feed going to be looking crazy. They're not going to know which post is a business post. They're not going to know which post is a regular post. And yeah, just, you know what I'm saying, just create a separate page. I know it sucks to start over, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. I started over on that page. I already had, like, before I started the Stretch Life Visuals page, I probably had like 10,000 followers on my Stretch.life. But after I made that, man, now it's at, I think it's at like 15 or 16,000 now or whatever after I started that. But yeah, real smooth, real easy, man. Don't be afraid to start over, but your portfolio matters. So on to the next one. And I think that was it actually. I think that was it. So content creation.